Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge and welcome back to the Wandering Village, where today we're finally going to get round to making some lovely bread, because last time I completely forgot to make any bread whatsoever, and lots of people did pick up on this in the comments. Quite a few people saying, hang on a minute, you said you were going to make some bread, and you've gone to the trouble of researching all the things you need to make bread, but you haven't actually built anything you need to make any bread. What's going on there? Why did you not do anything bready? And I just forgot, I completely forgot. What with everything else going on with Onbu and poisoning and spores and all that kind of stuff, it completely slipped my mind. So here we go, let's get some bread stuff in right now before I forget again, because I do get very easily distracted. I'll see a butterfly or a nice berry over there or something and then go off on a tangent. So right now, let's focus on getting bread making stuff in before I then get pulled away into something else. So firstly, we need to get a wheat field in. So where is a good spot for a lovely field of wheat? I mean, there's a bit of room over there, but that wouldn't make a big field. I mean, over here wouldn't be so bad, but there are quite a lot of berry bushes there. In fact, you know what? That's not a bad spot just there for a berry gatherer, because there are quite a few berries. If we could put one there that have access to those bushes there, those ones, these down here, there, and possibly even a few of these, that could be quite good. How many berries have we got? Got 51 berries right now. So that's actually not too bad. That's an okay number of berries. And 10 lots of berry muesli. So 10 lots of proper food made from the berries. Okay, that's not so bad. That's not so bad, but that is a very good spot for a future berry gatherer. But there we go, off on a tangent already. Hang on a second. No, back to the wheat. Let's focus on the wheat and the bread. I mean, down there, that looks quite good. Nice big open space. We don't have to get rid of too much stuff. Maybe sort of trim a few trees out of the way around the edge. But that could be okay. That would not be a bad spot at all. And then we could say bring a road down here possibly. So bring a little road down. And then we could have, say, I don't know, the bakery and the windmill over here. And that's near to where we're growing the wheat. I think that's what we do. How many people have we got sort of not doing anything? 9 unemployed people. Right, that's wonderful. So we can actually get this in. And then people can immediately come down here and start working on the fields. Okay. That's what we do, I think. So firstly, let's get in the... in fact, firstly, let's trim a few of these trees out of the way. So get rid of some of those from around the edge. Let's be careful not to chop down the nice sort of golden trees. Lots of people have warned me against that, so that's fine. There we go, like that. Do you know what? Get rid of that one and that one, actually. So do that. And then, whilst they're cutting that down, we shall also put a farm in the middle, like that. Are we going to get much wheat out of that? Do you know what? The farm is actually quite big, isn't it? The farm is quite big. Maybe we do need to do a little bit more tree cutting there. Possibly we need to do some more tree cutting. Okay, hang on. Maybe we need to revisit where we put the farm. We can't put it over there because that's where a berry gatherer is. Can't really put it over there because that requires the culling of many trees and also some berries. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to kind of, you know, remove a food source to provide a food source, because that seems a bit silly. I mean, there does seem quite good, but we just need to do some clearing of trees. Do you know what? We'll put it, maybe if we put it to the side, because these ones here, even though they've got sort of a full zone around them, they don't use all that space, do they? All the cactuses are looking pretty good. Look at that. But they don't use all of that. So maybe if we put the farm over to one side, say there possibly, and then we can have, yeah, the fields on the side, so to the left there, and downwards a bit, and upwards a bit. And then we can't build on the kind of the sort of, you know, the brown soil stuff. But yeah, how about we put it even just there, look? That might be okay. Yeah, let's pop it there, look, and we'll see what we can do with that. And then, as well, we could get that road coming in, couldn't we? We could get the lovely dirt road coming in right down here. Okay, so we'll do that, look. And then down here as well, just trying to plan ahead a little bit, we might need to get ourselves possibly a water tank, because that could help with watering the plants, so that's quite good. And then possibly, I mean, yeah, do we want material storage down here? Not really. We could put a warehouse down here. Oh, they're quite big. They're huge big things, yeah, because that's a new thing that we've not recently sort of unlocked. So that's okay. So how about we put a... Is that the best place for a warehouse, though? It's not really the best place, is it? That should go in the middle somewhere. It should kind of go round here somewhere. Maybe over there. Hang on. Can we put a warehouse there? That'd be okay. Pop a warehouse there. Okay, that's another building project. Again, we're getting distracted. Hang on. A pantry, stores all kind of food. Okay, so maybe we could put a pantry. No, hang on. Focus on the important things. So it's, again, getting distracted. So down here, farm, water for the farm, maybe an air well next to that. That wouldn't be so bad. And then we want a windmill just there, and then a bakery just there. There we go. They are the things we need to make bread. Okay, right, move time on. Let's see how we get on with this. There's our one kind of, whatever it is, fumigator, exterminator. What are you? I forget what you're called now. A decontaminator. Got the one decontaminator. Just kind of, wandering about the place, keeping control of things, making sure there's no spores, going to gather the biogas stuff. That's very good. I mean, over here again, a few more building projects. Another dung collector's going in. Got compost heap going in over there for fertilizer. Got ourselves the big warehouse over here. And of course, we do need to build some more housing as well. Got some more huts over here. In fact, you know what? Make those 2 huts priority right now, because we do want to get them done so we can increase the quality of our housing. Because, we want to have nice housing. Housing quality is currently on what? -2% in terms of productivity. So if we could actually replace those huts down here with some more, those tents with proper huts, that might make our people a little bit more productive. I mean, already they're on 112%. That's very good. That's very impressive. Okay, right, hang on a minute. Let's go and say hi to Onbu. Hello, Onbu. How are you? It's lovely to see you again. You still look adorable. Right, where are we going? So we are heading over in... we're going down here, aren't we? That's right. So we're going down there. Onbu can have a little rest. However, there appears to be a lack of food options for Onbu down here. So Onbu's food is what? Currently 32%. So it might be worth giving Onbu a little bite to eat. And then also, Onbu's poison level is up to 30%. So maybe we actually get some people over there in the Onbu doctor as well. So let's man the trebuchet. I mean, there's 6 lots of food in there. So how about we give Onbu some food? Let's prepare some Onbu food, because I think that could be quite a good idea. So here we go. Let's move time on nice and fast. And oh, there we go. Onbu evacuated its bowels. That's good for us. I mean, it's not so good for the poor people in the back who have to collect it, but it's good for us. So that's going to top up the compost heap. That means more biogas. That's all very handy. Yeah. Okay. So have we flung food in Onbu's face yet? I'm not entirely convinced we have. We're still preparing it. It should be there. It's sort of there, isn't it? Hang on. Why are we still preparing? It says preparing. It's there already. There's the Onbu laxative and there's the Onbu constipator. But yeah, the Onbu food is already there. Why are we not doing anything with that? That's a bit weird, isn't it? How are we doing over here? Oh, we're lacking raw materials. We're lacking wood to turn into planks, and we're lacking stone to turn into slabs. Okay. That is a bit of an issue, isn't it? That means we can't do any of the fancy building stuff that we need to do, because most things now require planks and slabs. Botherations. Okay, that's fine. We can sort this out. That's okay. Right, so let's put 3 people in there. 3 people in there. And then, rather than builders, who can't build anything right now, really, apart from that road that they got done, how about... ooh, what's that? Onbu's having a little rest. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. We're over these things here, which is good. So speed time on a bit. There you go, Onbu. Have a little sit down. Oh, look. You're adorable. Oh, and that was food. That was food. We flung you some food, so you can have some food, and then you can have a little nap afterwards. That's wonderful. Okay, so you've had some food. That hasn't decreased quite yet, but I'm sure it'll tick down at some point. Yeah, 32% should come down a bit. There we go, that's good. So that's come down to 12%. And then, so we can stop you being in there. So switch that off again. And then over here, the Onbu doctors, yeah, they can do the antidote thing. And thank you to people in the comments that pointed out that if we want to pet Onbu, we have to do it via the doctor balloon. But there we go, so our very own flying doctor. So I think right now, let's get an antidote into Onbu, just to bring that poison level down. We've got to manage that as best we can. We don't want it to creep up too much. So I think if we can do that, go and have a little fly about in our wonderful balloon, that's going to be good. And then look at that. I like how you can see all the people still running about and doing stuff. It's wonderful. Right, there we go. So Onbu's had a little sleep, which is wonderful. How are we looking on the map? There are some nomads over there. They seem to be stationary, so maybe we could bump into them over there. That could be quite good. Oh, and I think we must have researched that, or sort of visited that place already. Let's nip over to... Where should we go? A quarry, because we're lacking stone. So let's go to the quarry. We can get some stone out of that for stone slabs and such. But yeah, I like how when you zoom out the sort of Onbu view, if you like, you can see all the people still running about the place and doing all their jobs and doing the things they need to do. I think that's wonderful. I do like that. And the balloon is in flight. The balloon is in flight. It's going to fly over to Onbu. Can't quite see it. There it is, just off in the distance. Onbu, here, have this antidote-y thing. What does it do? So it hangs around Onbu's sort of nose. Is it like a nasal spray? Do they spray it up Onbu's nose or something? So 32% poison level right now is then hopefully going to come down a bit if the flying doctors have done their thing. Have they done it? Yeah, there we go. Wonderful. Poison level down to 12. I also would like to do that again. I'd like to do another poison trip and another food trip, because I think that could be quite good. At the moment, we've got to wait for that to tick down. I mean, could we go and pet Onbu? That might be quite a fun thing to do. And then, could we also actually, get some more food into Onbu? Could we, launch some Onbu food as well, please? 2 things for Onbu to be bothered about now, but that's okay. You're fine with that, Onbu. You like all that stuff. Right, okay. Let's do some gathering from round here. Some stone, bit of mushroom, stone. We can get rid of some more trees around here. That's okay. So we'll get rid of those trees. Get rid of that one and that one. Possibly those one. Oh, no, not that one. Not that one. Undo. Hang on, pause time. That's not one I want to do. How do we belay that order? Remove harvesting task. There we go. And then put it back on again. I want to get sort of those trees there, but not that sort of golden one there. Because apparently lots of people tell me they're important. Do you know what as well? If we are having a farm, we'll get rid of those berries there. Because that's okay. We're unlikely to build a berry sort of harvester in that area. There's not that many bushes around. Okay, so that's plenty of stone coming in. There's some more stone over there. So boop and boop. Any more stone appearing in the middle? Doesn't look like it. However, we do have our quarry up and running. So they can go to this big boulder over here and they can mine that for a lovely constant source of stone. 180 stone in that. That's very good. How's the big tree trunk looking? Only 28 left in that. Oh dear, that's not very much at all. Right, so soon we're going to have to get rid of that sawmill and move it around a bit. But that's okay. That's fine. Right, let's move time on nice and quick. Here we go. Keep an eye on the map as well. Right, nothing is going to kind of get in our way. It's all fine. Let's see if the, so they've not petted Onbu yet, and we're not giving him his food either. Come on, chuck some food at Onbu, please. Here we go. Anytime you like. Anytime you like, folks. The scavenging party have come back. Okay, they brought back stone. Oh, no. A heat wave. Okay, we're going to have to run through the heat wave. Right, and then we have a number of mines around the place. Okay. So go to that mine there. And possibly nip over to that dune as well and pick up some sand. Because at some point, we are going to start... have we just researched the glassblower? There you go. Glassblower researched. Let's get then, in terms of... We were thinking about getting tomatoes last time, weren't we? Tomatoes are heat resistant and grow quickly, but require a lot of water. We have a lot of water, and we can get more water. But yeah, 1 knowledge to research. That'll leave us with 1. Scout tower, we can't build right now because that needs glass. So that's going to take a while to get that in. And also whatever those things are, like big, chunky stone slabs or something. Cottage we can't build. Stone row we could build, but we don't need it right now. That's okay. So in terms of resources, what are the big things? Are they deep quarries? What are the big things? Forges iron. Oh, is it iron? That thing there with the 5 on it, that's iron. Okay, right. So we do need an iron furnace at some point. We need to get somebody working in a furnace because we need iron to make the slightly fancier buildings. Okay. Right. Okay. But for now, we don't want to get a deep quarry because that's going to drill into Onbu's back and that's just mean and horrible. Tree nursery might be the right thing to do. Well, that's 2 points. That's 2 of our research points. Do you know what? I'm thinking maybe we get the tomatoes. Let's do that. Let's use one of our knowledge points to get some tomatoes in, because why not? Have we built those huts yet? Not quite, but we're getting there. How much housing have we got now? 80 housing for 60 people. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll get rid of the housing along here, because then we can replace that with huts, and that's got to be better. Okay, splendid stuff. Right, it looks like we just need kind of time to tick on. Ah, there we go. That's full of biogas. The decontaminator's full of biogas. And the Onbu kitchen is... Oh, I thought that was full of food, but no, that wasn't where the flag was. I thought there was a flag on that, but never mind. Yeah, what does that mean? Missing resources. Oh, it's missing resources. Ah, that's missing beets, and that was missing wood. But now some wood has gone in. Yeah, I think what's happening is no sooner is the wood being kind of gathered, it's going into the carpenter, and the planks are being made, and the planks are being immediately taken out to some building project, and that's where they're going. So yeah, it's not gonna, we've not sort of got an efficient thing going on right now. We've got ourselves, you know, quite a lot of demand on these two buildings, but it's okay. They'll get there in the end. It's fine. You know, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And I think we're petting Onbu right now. I think we're petting Onbu. Yeah, look, the people. Hang on, can we pause time and look at that? They've landed on. Have they landed? Oh, I'm not sure they've landed actually. I thought they'd landed. They've kind of affixed themselves onto Onbu's head, so I assume they're kind of, you know, patting Onbu and scratching behind their ears and all that kind of stuff. And there we go. They are done with petting Onbu, which is good, because that means that Onbu's going to like us a bit more. And we fed Onbu as well, which is wonderful. And then, once they land, so hang on a minute, let's go back in over here. Once you folks land, you can then, I think, show interactions, go back out and do the antidote for Onbu. And then Onbu will be on 0 poison level. So right now, Onbu's looking pretty good. 0 poison level on the way. Just sorted out hunger to 0, because you gave you a nice snack, and your tiredness is only on 17%. So Onbu is, yeah, having a good old time of it right now, which is excellent. And if Onbu's happy, then we're happy, which is very good. Right, let's keep an eye on where this kind of sunshine thing is, but we are going to pick up some nomads soon, which is very good. Okay, so let's get them joining, because again, they can help out with building or gathering or scavenging or whatever. In fact, hang on a minute, hang on. Where's our 2 worker posts? Carriers. Right, no use for builders right now. Can we please have them as harvesters? Because they could go around here and get all this stone and all that kind of stuff and chop the trees down. So there we go. Turn those builders, you know, into harvesters temporarily, and we'll put them back as builders. I wonder how many people are going to join. Okay, yes, absolutely. In you come. Just 2 people. Is it worth having another worker post? One as carriers, like we've got now. One as builders, and one of harvesters. I think that might be quite a good idea. Just kind of have them all standing by. I think that might work out quite well. Hang on a minute, where are they? So a worker post. Yeah, okay, I mean, if we put that there, look, that fits really well just there. So we'll have one of those. Again, it's going to take a while to get that in, due to a lack of any resources whatsoever, but it's okay. What biome are we in? Deserty, isn't it? Okay, so I think the beets are not going to grow, but they're not going to go off. Oh, but look at... We're going to have an absolute bounty of water from the cactuses, which is good because we're currently in a desert. And that is very dry indeed. Look at that, the air wells are doing nothing at all, but the cactuses over here are going to produce lots of lovely water for us. And the corn is also growing very well indeed. We need more people over here, actually. Can we get some more people to come and help out? Because we do want to harvest all that lovely corn. And can we get another kitchen in? I know, again, it's another thing I'm asking you to build, but if we get another kitchen in, we could turn that corn into polenta, and that's another proper sort of processed food thing. In fact, for now, hang on a minute, where are we? Food. Get a kitchen, pop it here, because this is, you know, where we do all the cooking, and that's fine. Also, we do need to get the road coming over. Oh, did that a bit weird. Like that. And then, if we turn that kitchen there, so the beet soup one, the beets are not going to do anything. So how about now we say polenta, and then if we get more people coming over to this farm to help out, then all this corn can be gathered, and that means then that we can have some proper lovely polenta food. There's loads over here. We just need people to harvest it all. So if we could get all the people in, please, that'd be wonderful. Have we done... Yeah, okay, right. So we don't need 2 Onbu doctors anymore. That's fine. We don't need the Onbu feeding trebuchet anymore. That's fine. Let's free up people to go and do other jobs, which we need them to do. And I'm looking at you people over here harvesting corn. Don't let it decompose. It took a long, long time to grow this. Let's not let it go off, please, because that will be a bit rubbish. And then, yeah, if we could bring it down here, turn it into lovely bowls of polenta, which is very good. Right, and then that one there then can just be the beet one. We'll just switch that round to when that's built. That can make beet soup, and that's all fine. 3 planks, 2 stone slabs. It's all looking good. Hang on a minute. Hang on, pause time. I think we're in the hot bit. Yeah, we're in the bit which is incredibly hot. How is that okay, yeah, it's hot even for the corn. I think maybe we do want to run through. Oh, hang on, we're almost through it anyway, I think. Let's have a little bit of a run, Onbu. So a little bit of a run. Onbu accepts the command. Onbu, go! Run like the wind, Onbu. Walk briskly like the wind, Onbu. I like Onbu's run. Onbu's run is good. So I think we're out of that now. There you go. Yeah, it's gone away. It's gone away. So I think we're out of that. That thing should kind of go away. I find it a bit weird that it doesn't go away, but it should. But there we go. There's another hot thing. Oh, hang on. Knowledge points. We need to always pick them up if we can. There's more down there as well. We always have to pick those up if possible. Okay, and Onbu, you can go back to walking now. You can go back to walking. It's okay. We're through the hot bit. It's all fine. Okay, we do need to make a decision about where we go at this upcoming crossroads. It looks like, yeah, that's going to take us up into the mountains. And that's going to carry us on in the desert. I think maybe for now, with our water looking pretty good, we've got 982 water in reserve, plus a lot of cactuses helping out with that because we get water from those. I think we carry on going through the desert because we are getting a lot of corn growing from that as well. So if we keep on going south, that's going to bring us through another hot spell thing, but that's okay. We'll sprint through that. And then a sleeping spot, which could be quite good because Onbu is very tired. But there's also a couple of sand dunes there and a little abandoned village thing as well, which is very good. But yeah, if we head south, please, that could be quite good. And, oh, tomato plantation's been researched, it says there. Ah, okay, we have to go back here to trigger that, I think. So there we go. Right, what do we want to do now? Because we are flying through the research stuff. Okay, we can't do any of these because we've only got 1 knowledge point and they require 2, 2 or 4. So we can't do that. Resources, we can't do any of these because... Oh no, we could do the bile extract. I suppose we could research everything. That would be okay. We're not going to build the bile extractor because that's really mean. But we could just sort of, unlock everything, I guess. Yeah, we can't do it. We could do Onbu laxative if we needed some more Onbu poop. But I think we're okay. Let's get the bile extractor. We don't really want one of those, but it'll, keep the researcher people busy. And I think, completing the research tree would be quite a good goal. I think that would be quite a good thing to get sorted. It's still torrid. It's still torrid. It feels a bit weird if we can run through those things on the map. Because we're nowhere near that heat wave now. But we seem to be in hot weather. I find that a bit weird. Surely if we're through the little sort of red rectangle there, that shouldn't be bothering us anymore. I find that a bit weird. Maybe that's a bug. Maybe that's not supposed to happen. Because otherwise, what's the point of running through it? All we do is tire Onbu out and for nothing, really. Okay, they've come back with their knowledge point, which is good. There is a thing over there, but that's going to go out of sight. How about we quickly run over to that oasis and just grab some water whilst we're quite nearby to it. So we can do that really quickly as well. How are we doing for food? Food is looking good. That's all very wonderful. Right, okay, here we go. So we've got another heat wave thing coming up, but then a place for Onbu to go and have a little nap, which is very good. Right, you bring back water from there, please. That's 34 water. And then nip over to there, bring back sand, because we do want to start making glass at some point soon. So that could be really handy. Right, here we go. So Onbu is going to walk back into... Oh, there's so much mega heat down here. Who'd have thought it in a desert? Right, okay. So we've gone back into hot weather, but it doesn't make any difference whether we walk through it or run through it. So we might as well just walk through it and just, grin and bear it a bit. It's very hot. It's proper toasty around here, but it's okay. I mean, yeah, we're getting loads of corn. The corn is growing. I think the beetroots are going to be... Yeah, the beetroots are dying, but that's fine. But yeah, we're growing so much corn. I mean, it's torrid, which is slowing down a bit, but it's we're getting there. It's looking good. Bowls of polenta are coming in, which is wonderful. And they're going straight back out again. Yeah, the Onbu kitchen is... What's that? Missing resources. But that's okay. Do the mushrooms not grow very well in... yeah, they don't grow well in the blistering heat. Okay, that sort of makes sense. Yeah, okay. So we're waiting for that kitchen to be finished as well. Right, how's the... we've got the farm set up down here. Okay, this is very good. So can we please grow wheat? Although right now it's not going to grow at all, which is unfortunate. But, okay, so can we start with a relatively sort of modest area of wheat just down here where we can? So like that, look. Like that. In fact, you know what? I don't like that bit there. We'll keep that bit there. It's fine. So like that, and we'll try and expand it if we have to. Awaiting our decision. Oh, dancing under the hot sun. Looking for protection from the sun, your scavengers walk under a cliff formation. There you meet a tribe performing a dance ritual. Oh, ask them for shelter and offer them some water. Okay, so we can lose 40 water, so we can have a little bit of shelter. A dance party, let's join. It's better not to interfere in the ritual. Let's look for resources elsewhere. I mean, this seems a sensible option. Ask them for shelter and offer them some water for that. But if people are having a dance party, we're joining in the dance party absolutely 100%. I mean, it might be potentially offensive for the people doing the ritual, but they're dancing. We want to dance. Yay, desert dance. Before you can even join in, it starts to rain. Must have been their dance. Oh, so we've picked up a load of water. That is actually very helpful, given we're going through a desert right now. Also, hang on. Onbu's getting a bit weary. Okay, Onbu, there is a sleeping spot coming up. Can you make it to just there? Because that will be really good. Right, and also head over to that dune there, because we didn't bring back sand from the dune, as I was kind of expecting we might. If Onbu could make it to that sleeping spot, that would be perfect. Because then Onbu can have a little sit down and it's all fine. And there we go. Can we get that? I think we... Oh, no, hang on. I think Onbu's having a... Are you having a sleep, Onbu? Have you... Onbu! Really? You're only on 86, but you can sleep right there, Onbu. Onbu is sleeping in a poisonous bit right next to a comfy sleeping spot. Okay, do you know what? Let's run time until Onbu's sleepiness is down to what, 70-something%. And that, yeah, there we go, 79%. Right, Onbu, can we get up, please? Onbu accepts the command. You can sleep here, Onbu. You could see that, surely. Right, ruined settlement. Pop over to there. Might be some people in it. That'd be quite nice. And there we go, Onbu. Look, you can rest over here in the lovely, comfortable, whatever they are, like little sort of fluffy trees or whatever. You can lie down on these and have a sleep. Oh, hang on. But now you're not lying down. Oh, hang on. Now we're wanting to sleep. Yeah, sleep here, please. Yes, please, Onbu. Have a little sleep. Maybe, because we told Onbu to walk, Onbu's there going, all right, I'm going to walk. Hang on a second. But no, we're still in the nice sort of, the nice fresh air bit. The lovely fresh air provided by the little sort of fluffy trees. Right. Okay. This is good. So Onbu's going to have a sit down. How are we doing for corn? It is growing, but slowly, because we are still involved in this sort of hot weather event type thing. The beetroots are surely all dead by now. The cactus, however, loving it. They're absolutely loving it. We're getting loads out of those. So that is keeping the corn alive. Okay, choose our next research. We've got, I think, two knowledge points. So really now, it's at a point where it looks like we have to spend knowledge points to do anything. Yeah, okay. I mean, we could, if possible, we could try and complete some stuff down here. But yeah, cottage sounds like quite a good idea. So let's get a cottage unlocked right now. Okay, game, we'll go with one of your suggestions. Okay, so the travelling party have reached that ruined settlement, and now we have an event called the Elderly Woman. Every building here looks completely devastated, with one exception. There's smoke coming out of the chimney of an old barricaded mansion. Your scavengers open the door and find an elderly woman in her rocker chair, armed with a crossbow. Okay, do you know what, elderly woman in a rocker chair? I like the sound of you, because you are taking no nonsense whatsoever. Just, you know, calmly sitting there, people bust her door open, and she's just pointing a crossbow at them. Going, okay, do you feel lucky? Do you feel lucky, scavengers? Okay, right, so here we go. We can't do this one, unfortunately. We cannot offer her food to show that we come in peace, because we'd be offering bread. And of course, we don't have any bread right now, which is a bit of a shame. So we can't do that one. I mean, that would have been quite good, because maybe she'd have gone, oh, all right, then come in, and we could have had a cup of tea and had a nice chat with this lady. But alas, we can't do that. We could try to sneak past and steal some of her resources. That seems really wrong. That seems very dishonest. she's clearly doing all right for herself because she's out here on her own in this barricaded mansion. But, she's elderly. We don't want to steal from an elderly person, particularly if she is armed with a crossbow, because that could hurt us a bit. Or we should let her be and scavenge the surroundings. I think we go for that one. We can't do the top one. I don't want to try and, rob from an elderly lady. So how about we just kind of, leave her be, say cheerio, and then just go and look around the place. Let's go and do that instead. Oh, we found 30 bread. We've got bread, everybody. We've got bread. We didn't make it ourselves, but we do have some bread. Oh, that's very exciting. Okay, right. Well, let's keep the scavenging party busy. Pop out to that oasis, please, because we do need water. We've got a plentiful supply, but it is coming down, of course. And it looks like we might possibly be in this desert for quite some time. It looks like we might be here for a while. So yeah, if you could go and grab some water, that could be very helpful indeed, scavenging party. But yeah, look, everybody, we've got bread. Where's the bread? Are we eating all the bread already? Okay. Oh no, there's 7 loaves. Everyone's like going, it's a new food thing. This is exciting. But yeah, okay. We did have 30 bread. Now we don't have 30 bread anymore. But never mind. Never mind, Joe. We enjoyed the bread whilst it lasted, I'm sure. Oh, they've built the windmill. Look at that. We have our very first windmill. Oh, that's very wonderful. And it's got bunting as well. What more could you ask for? Okay, so what does that do? That's going to turn 2 bits of wheat into 3 lots of flour. Okay, that's very good. How are we doing with growing stuff over here? Because I imagine the wheat is dying. Yeah, the wheat does not like the temperatures. So we've got the wheat farm all set up, but unfortunately the wheat is just dying. They're putting it in the ground and it's immediately rotting away because it's just too hot. It's the one temperature that the wheat can't deal with where it dies. If it's freezing, it just kind of stays in stasis. And then, yeah, the warmer it gets, this little middle temperature is perfect. But then, yeah, that top temperature, which we have right now, is killing the wheat. So this is doing nothing at all. So right now, we might as well just turn that off and not waste the water, because that's completely, utterly pointless. Is that the same for the beets as well? Is that the same for the beets? Yeah, do you know what? We might as well turn that off. There's no point replanting the beets for them to immediately die. We might as well just let them all die for now, because they can't grow in these temperatures. And it looks like as well we're going to have to go through that again in a moment, which is a bit of a shame. I thought maybe we'd been through enough hot spells, but there we go, never mind. Right, move time on nice and quick. How are we looking in terms of resources again? Right, wood, we've got some planks, we've got plenty of stone slabs. I imagine that is doing a grand job indeed. So what we could do is maybe drop the amount of people that are in each of those to free up some jobs so they can go and work somewhere else. So, maybe carry some goods or move things around or whatever. So, yeah, okay, we're getting there though. Slowly but surely, we are getting there. When we get out of the hot weather, that's going to make life a little bit easier. If we could go up into, say, the mountains or whatever, that wouldn't be so bad. Really, can we just have a nice sort of ordinary biome? And we're back in the heat again. Look, no sooner is it ticked down than we're back in the heat wave. And it's another, 3 days of blistering heat. Botherations. Okay, fine. Right, hang on. Where can we send our people? Pop out to that dune because you can bring back sand. That's very good. Right, are we going to intersect with that light sandstorm? Because I'd rather we didn't, because that would seem quite tedious. But, okay, we'll try and avoid that. I think it's going to go past us. I think if that's red, it means, oh, kind of, look out, but it's kind of, sort of blue colour. So I think we're okay. Yeah, we're not going to intersect with that. I think by the time that it's gone all the way down there and come all the way back, we'll be past it. Will we be past it? I'm now not entirely convinced. Hang on, Onbu, go running. Run, Onbu. Go, go, go. Let's get through this really quickly. So if we could get through here, so what's Onbu's tiredness? 17% sleepiness. However, we want to get through this bit, but then I think we're on a collision course to intersect with that one there. So now we want to go back to this and say, Onbu, walk. But because we're nice to Onbu, and because we're giving Onbu lots of lovely treats, Onbu is listening to us, which is excellent. So I think now we're not going to interact with that. Oh, this is complicated. So as well as managing a little settlement of people, you have to manage your creature and, keeping the creature from walking into silly things. Although, hang on, when that goes past, look, like that. Hang on. So now, if we tell Onbu to sprint, if we say, run, Onbu, run. Sorry, Onbu. So it's like training. It's like some exciting training. So we need to get through here, look. through this bit before that storm hits. I think we'll just about be okay. If that goes all the way to the end of that line, we should be okay. Yeah, so boop over there. Right, brought back 25 sand. Let's go to there. Bring back some knowledge because that's really important. Oh, that's right. That thing's going way off into the distance. That sandstorm. It's fine. Onbu, you can walk again now. You can walk again. Don't tire yourself out. It's okay. You can go back to strolling. And we do have a little sort of a fork in the road. Where do we want to go? We can't really see. We can't really see much of what's over there or much of what's over there. So we can't really make any kind of sensible judgment on things right now, but we'll get there at some point. When we get a bit nearer, we'll have a look and see what we can see. But yeah, right now we don't know which is the best way. And we're still waiting for all sorts of things. We're waiting for wood and planks and various other bits and bobs to be set up. But okay, at least food is holding out quite well. Food is actually holding out okay, so we're not struggling for food right now, which is very good, because often in games like this we're always struggling for food, but no, it seems to be sort of all right right now, if not plentiful, at least sort of, you know, consistently adequate, shall we say, which is okay. It's better than starving. Okay, which way do we go? I mean, right there are the rocks that look like mushrooms that make Onbu have unfortunate bowel movements and then can destroy our building. So maybe we go north. Let's head in that direction. There is a kind of thunderstorm that we need to dodge, but at least we're not going to make Onbu eat some stones, because that does cause us all sorts of problems. Okay, can we get out of the hot weather, please? About a day and a bit still in the hot weather. And then, when the temperature returns to normal, we can start, you know, trying to grow wheat, and then the wheat can be used in the mill over here. And then finally, when the bakery's up and running, we can get some proper bread. I'm determined to get this done now. No matter how long it takes and what we have to go through with Onbu, I'm determined that we can make at least one loaf of our own lovely bread before we finish up this time round, because that's what we said we were going to do at the start. And you know, many things have happened to kind of distract us from this, but we're focusing on the bread. I just want to have some bread. Please give me a lovely loaf. Right, so it's time to pick our next bit of research. The only thing is, we only have 1 point of knowledge right now, and I don't think that's going to get us very far. So stone roads are 2. And scout towers are 4, so we can't do much with those. I mean, the scout tower would be really good. I would like to get one of those in as soon as possible so we can have greater visibility on the map, but we can't do that right now. Resources, the only thing we can get is the blood extractor, but we're never going to use that because that's horrible. That's not very nice at all, because that's extracting blood directly from Onbu's heart with every heartbeat. I mean, that's just mean. That's not nice at all. We don't want to do that, of course. So we could unlock that, but there's no point because we're not going to build one of those things. And then in terms of Onbu itself over here, we could get Onbu laxative for a point, or the Onbu food liquefier is 2. So we can't really do too much stuff. I think we save it. I think we save our knowledge points up and maybe go for the scout tower. I think a scout tower is going to be our next kind of important thing. So right now, hang on a second. Where are the science people? Right, 2 people in there. Disable that research building. 2 people in here. Disable that. 4 people go and join the workforce. That's very good. Because, yeah, there's no point doing any research right now because we don't need to research anything at the moment that we can research. So we need to save up the knowledge points and then try and find more useful things. But there we go. They're currently over there scavenging that kind of sand dune. Oh, there we go. As soon as we get back from that sand dune, we go immediately back out to that shrine, because that's more knowledge, that's more kind of clever stuff. Okay, go back out to that. It's going to take a while to get there, but that's okay. Onbu is very tired. Oh, hang on. No, Onbu's having a sleep. I was going to say maybe Onbu could have a sit down, but no, Onbu is here having a sit down. How long is the intense heat? It's down to, what, 3 hours? That's very good. 3 hours is wonderful. We've got some dung. That's lovely, is it, possibly? Got quite a bit of sand. Is our warehouse done? Where are we storing all this stuff? I mean, yeah, we need wooden planks. We need... Oh, hang on. I bet I know what's happened. Yeah, there we go. The sawmill is obliterated. Not the sawmill. The wood thing that the sawmill was working on is no more. So we're not producing any... planks. Well, any wood to turn into planks. So how about we deconstruct that and then we build a new one? Because we're going to need a new one anyway. So hang on, a sawmill, wooden planks and stone slabs. Oh dear. Right, okay. We might have to do some cutting down of trees, because otherwise we're not going to get anything done. Okay, and make that important. So prioritise that, please. And then can we go and harvest some trees? I mean, those trees there can go, because we're going to get rid of them anyway, it's likely. There's kind of a few bits over there that we could get rid of. There's one there and one there. We'll get rid of those. There's a few over here as well. We'll get rid of those trees. And also we'll get rid of those berry bushes as well. They can go. Any of the sort of errant trees around the place we could get rid of. There's a few over here, look. Why don't we just get rid of those trees there as well? That should give us enough wood to get on with doing other bits and bobs. And then, yeah, these still, so carriers, yeah, harvesters. So we have got 5 harvesters that should be able to go out and do, you know, the harvesting. The clue is in the name of the job title. And we're finally out of the horrible hot snap increased temperature thing. So we're still in a desert, I think, aren't we? Just on the edge of the desert and the mountains. So we're still in the desert, but it's not quite as punishingly hot as it once was. So I think now, look at that. It's perfect for growing the corn, which is wonderful. So maybe if we could just grab a little bit more corn whilst we're here, whilst we're still in the desert, that would be really good. And then we're going to go back into the mountains. So that means we're going to want to, yeah, get maybe less people working on the cactus farm and more people down here on the beet farm, because that's going to be quite good. But yeah, let's make sure we get there first. Lots of activity going on around there. That looked very busy indeed. People down here. Oh, those trees are already done. Oh, that's really good. That's very good indeed. And how are we looking over here? So wooden planks, 5 out of 10. There's plenty of wood in there to make a lot more planks. Okay, right. We are getting there. Slowly but surely, we're making our way toward making a lovely loaf of our very own bread. Oh, and they finally got round to finishing the new sawmill, which is very good. So now that's next to that trunk there, which means we can get 198 wood out of that. That's really, really good. Can we do that a bit quicker? Because wood is, you know, in demand right now. Can we have another person working in the sawmill providing lots of wood? Because we need that to make lots of planks to build pretty much all the buildings we'd like to build. I mean, you know, that thing over there, the dung collector, still isn't complete. The compost heap still isn't complete. The bakery still isn't complete. So we're still waiting for, you know, much in the way of wooden planks to go and do a load of building projects. So if we could get wood out of that a bit quicker, that's going to speed that along. Okay, so the temperature has just dropped from hot to cold, which means we're in the mountains. Let's have a quick check. There we go. Oh, hang on. Hang on, Onbu. Put the brakes on, Onbu. Stop. Lie down, Onbu. Okay, Onbu accepts our command. That's good, because we were about to walk into a thunderstorm. Hopefully we can just about avoid that. A thunderstorm sweeps over your village. Botherations. Oh, we must have been like feet away from it. Okay, do you know what? Run. Run, Onbu. Run through the village. Oh, no, hang on. You're still sitting down. Don't sit down. Hornblower is under construction. Oh no, the hornblower's fallen down. Okay, right, hang on. Somebody go and hit that with hammers, please. That's really important. All the water wells have fallen down again. All the tents have fallen down. Oh, there's so much damage. So much damage. Oh, botherations. Right, everybody become builders. All the people become builders. Oh, they finished that worker post. Oh, that's quite good. Right, everybody become builders, please. Because we've suffered some critical damage right there. Hang on, Onbu, can we... Oh no, we can't tell you to go anywhere, Onbu, now, because we haven't got the hornblower. Okay, right, hang on. But I think we dodged that storm. I think the game is being overly harsh to us there, but never mind. We might as well send a party out to over there. Bother. Okay, so we went this way to avoid having, you know, Onbu eat the rocks, which gives him constipation, which gives him a bad tummy, which means he has a bad belly, so he knocks everything down with his tummy rumbles, and instead, we've walked through a storm, which is all a bit unfortunate. Okay, hang on. The storm is a long way... Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. It's coming back. Right, the horn blows back up. Onbu, you might have to do a spot of running here to get past that storm. Oh, no, it's not coming back again, is it? Oh, no. Run, Onbu, run. Quickly, Onbu. It's going to get us again, isn't it? We're going to have even more damage. Oh, no. And there we go. A thunderstorm sweeps over the village for a second time. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Right, is the horn blower up and running? Yes, it is. Right. Lie down, Onbu. Lie down. Let's try and just sort of... oh, no. Onbu walks. Oh, there we go. Onbu sits. Phew. Let's maybe just try to sort out the damage here. Because right in front of us as well is a spore cloud. We don't want to go through that. Oh, then we've got a cold snap. Just constant things that we have to deal with on the map now all of a sudden. Right, at least we have loads of builders going around to repair everything. That still doesn't help with getting any bread though, does it? Come on, I want to get some bread. Oh, and of course, yeah, because we're now in a colder climate, we do need to switch things back on. So the wheat farm can go back on with 3 people, and the beet farm can go back on, yeah, with whatever people that had. But yeah, the corn farm, no point having that on because it's never going to grow. So that's pointless. And the cactus farm, we can also switch that off. Because again, that's pointless. It's never going to grow. So there's no point them tending to crops. They're just going to immediately die. So there we go. So hopefully we can get those 2 things up and running. So right now up in the mountains, we're very dependent on the beets. But it's okay. We'll get there, I'm sure. We'll get there. Oh, hang on. What's that? Poisonous air. Why are we in poisonous air? Hang on. What? No, Onbu. Onbu. I didn't say to walk, Onbu. Oh, Onbu, what have you done? Okay, right, Onbu. We need to run through that. Okay, I didn't realise you were on your feet, Onbu. Okay, hang on. Is this going to give us spores? Okay, right, hang on a minute. Now we need to do the fight thing. We're never going to get bread. We're never going to get bread. But we can get 5 people fighting the spores. Right, okay. Decontaminator squad. Assemble. And we need to get out of the horrible spore. And then there's going to be snow. There's going to be a cold snap. Oh my goodness me. Right, Onbu, the last thing we want is for you to meander into that cold snap and then, you know, stay in there because you're quite tired. So I think what we do is we're out of the horrible spores. So can you now lie down? Just sit there, lie down. No, now we're in the... I can see the cold. I can see... No, now we're in the cold and we're sitting down. Okay, do you know what? It's fine. Onbu's a little bit too slow to respond to the commands. All these things are a little bit too close together because you're now... Apparently we're in that cold snap. I find that unlikely, but okay. Are there spores? There are a few. There's a few dotted around the place. Oh, they're causing us some problems. That's broken our road. Oh, dearie me. Okay, right. Oh, that tree's gone all horrible. Quickly, destroy the tree. Fumigator person, somebody go and deal with that tree because it's not looking good. Okay, there you go. Kill it with fire. That's very good. Okay, so the poison tree has been obliterated. That's good. I'm sure they're on it. I'm sure they're all over it, so it's absolutely fine. I think maybe... Oh, look at... No sooner have we got to the point of growing wheat than it's gone cold and we can't grow wheat again. Maybe we're just not meant to make bread. Maybe we have to buy it in and support our local bakeries or whatever. But we're never going to get the bread sorted. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. How's everything else looking? I think... Oh, hang on. There's a spore thing. I was going to say we've dealt with the spores, but no, you're over there. You're burning that one. That's good. There we go. Torch those. I think we've dealt with the spores. So that's good. So we've dealt with the toxic problem. Is it all down here? Yeah, there's a burnt thing there. Burnt thing there. Can't see any more spores, which is good. That's a good thing. Right. Okay, so now we can drop the decontaminators back down to 1. And they can make sure that it's all stocked up with biogas. That is very wonderful. Okay, anything else coming up that we need to know about? Oh, a crossroads. Okay. Is there a bakery on that crossroads? And I think we need to get some Onbu food sorted as well because Onbu's a bit hungry. Onbu's a bit... Is Onbu sprinting still? I know Onbu's just having a sit down now. At least you're not sat down in the snow or in a spore cloud or whatever, Onbu. There we go. When you wake up, we'll get some food sorted for you. But, yeah, is the wheat growing? Oh, no, we're still in the cold snap. We're still in the cold snap for another day. Oh, it's fine. Who needs bread anyway? Who needs bread when you've got just, you know, raw berries? Okay, I sent the scouts out to look at an oasis and it's come up with an event called Dried Out Oasis. That's a bit disappointing. After a long walk through the desert, your scavengers can't wait to drink some water. Sadly, they find nothing but a dried out riverbed. Okay, so we could follow the riverbed upstream to look for the source. As this might take some time, we'll use all of our water reserves. We do have almost 1,300 water, and it's going to take 15 water. So we could do that, scavenge the surroundings for other resources, or there's nothing to be found, we should go home. I mean, let's have a little look upstream, shall we? What can we find upstream? Is there anything exciting? Ah, we got more water back, and we got some sand as well. Almost out of energy, they managed to find the source of the river, they fill their bottles with water, and their bags with fine sand. Okay, so that was worth the investment of water because then we got it back and we got some other stuff as well. Yeah, okay, very good stuff. We're still waiting for Onbu to wake up, which is fine because we can go and, you know, sort of explore around the place. There is a forest over there. We could get out that way and go and pick up some wood and such like. Onbu is having a very big, long sleep. So we're using that opportunity to just get things sorted out. I mean, the bakery here only needs one more plank. And I think that is the plank on the way by the... No, that's not the plank on the way. Hang on a minute. I think that's the plank on the way. That's better. There we go. So if somebody could hit that now with the hammer and build the bakery, at least we've got the things in we need to, you know, make some bread. If not actually any bread itself. At least we could actually go say, look, we've got stuff in that we need to make bread. So, yeah, we've got wheat growing over there. 13%, 13%. So it's not really growing very quickly because it's a little bit chilly. But it is growing. It's better than nothing. Onbu sleeping is still 31%. So a little while to go. So maybe at some point we could get some bread made. It's now become a bit of a sort of a uphill battle, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there. We're going to make our own loaf of bread, everybody. Okay, got a couple of things that we have to deal with. Number one is that the new kitchen we've built, it's finally here, which is wonderful, but they're making berry muesli. So I think we want them to actually make the beet soup because the kitchen next door is also making berry muesli, and that one is making polenta. And maybe we might as well turn that off, I suppose. In fact, no, why don't we? We do have a lot of berries. Why don't we have that one making berry muesli, that one making berry muesli, and that one over there, turn it from polenta. Ooh, grilled tomatoes, of course, because we now know the secrets of tomatoes. That can be the beet soup, because at the moment they've got some beets that people are just eating raw, I imagine. So we might as well turn them into soup. So there we go. We'll do that with that kitchen there. So that makes a bit of sense. And then down here, the quarry that was mining that great big boulder, I mean, the boulder's gone. The boulder is gone, so the quarry is completely useless. So, yeah, let's deconstruct that. So take that down, and then we'll build a new quarry wherever it is. We'll just put it, I don't know, there, next to... Let's put it there, look. Oh, no, we can't put it there. We'll put it there, because then we can get rid of that big lump of stone. Or, are there big bits of stone out and about that we'd like to get rid of? No. There are no big bits of stone elsewhere. So on the grass is what I was looking at. I don't think, anyway. It's the wood on the grass. Okay, no, that's fine. So we'll put a quarry just, yeah, just there. And they can work through that stone. And that's another 200 stone right there. Okay, wonderful. Now, are we making any wheat? Is it growing? 61%. It's at 61%, 62. That's at 67. Onbu is still asleep, but only just. And Onbu is going to need a snack at some point. So when Onbu wakes up, we'll give Onbu some food. Oh, hang on. Yeah, you need to be walking. Okay, that's fine. So here we go. When Onbu gets up, we shall throw some food into your mouth, Onbu. It's all very lovely. Here we go, because you're a bit hungry. Okay, yeah, so let's prepare some food and we'll feed Onbu as we go. And, yeah, hopefully, I'm thinking by the time we get to that there, hopefully we can have some... Hopefully we can have some bread made. But we will go north. We'll keep going in the sort of, you know, in the mountains, in the pink mountain lands. Because the temperature is, you know, it's okay for what we've just set up. If we go back that way, we're going back into the desert. And we're going to have to switch off all the different buildings and the different farms. And change the kitchens around again. So for now, let's keep going to the mountains. I'm sure the view is very pretty. Oh, hang on a second. The wheat farm is looking absolutely wonderful. Let's get a few more people working down here in the wheat farm. To make sure that we don't lose any wheat to decomposition. And then the windmill's doing a thing. The windmill is doing a thing. Okay, this is very good. Let's have another person in the windmill as well. Let's get 2 people in there. And we will have 2 bakers as well. Because we want to make a lovely steady supply of bread. Oh no, why has it stopped? Please come back and help. Please go and work. There we go. Right, so we're going to make some flour. And then we're going to get flour. Right, we've made some flour. We've made some flour. Now all we need to do is turn the flour into bread. I would have thought water would be required for a bakery as well, but never mind. So hopefully we can see the bakery spring into life very soon. They can make a loaf of bread. And then, my goodness me, we can just all have a sit down and a nice sandwich or whatever, because that's taken ages. Right, we're heading in this direction. Nothing that we need to dodge. Let's pop over to that settlement for now with our travelling party. There are no spore clouds or whatever that we need to kind of, you know, stop and start for. So we can concentrate on bread. The bakery is on. The bakery is baking. Oh my goodness me. Ready, set, bake, and boom. We've made bread. We've made bread, everybody. That's it. Game done. We're all complete. But no, not really. But oh my goodness me. We've finally got to the point where we've made some bread. It took so long. It took a lot of effort to get to that point where we've made bread. But you know what? I'm very happy. There we go. We've made a loaf of bread. We've done what we set out to do at the very start of the video. And I think with that done, we will finish things up for now. But, I mean, we're on day 88. One thing I don't know about this game is if it has an end. I don't know if you get to, day 200 and it ends, or if you research all the things and it ends, or if you get to a population of 100 and it ends. I don't know. Is there a distance we have to travel? Do we have to travel, say, 1,000 kilometres and then it ends? 2,000 kilometres? I really don't know. I do not know at all. So yeah, we'll come back to it, of course we will, because we've made bread, but we're still nowhere near finished. I'd like to get through the research tree. I would like to pick up all the knowledge points that we can and get through the research tree. I think that would be quite a good goal. Even the things that we don't want. So, the blood extractor, not really interested. How to make black pudding, that's a bit grim. But I think if we unlock everything, then that's quite the achievement, isn't it? I think that's quite a good thing. So we'll try and keep things ticking over until we can unlock everything in the research tree, and then we'll just see what happens from there. But do you know what, everybody? We can do all that kind of stuff whilst also eating some bread, because finally we have some bread and our list of resources is getting bigger and bigger. I mean, maybe next time we do something with all the sand. We do something with that. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. This has finally been set up. Yeah, that one's biogas. That one is compost. Absolutely, that's what we wanted from that. There we go. So we're making compost as well. So we could put compost onto the fields. We get even more wheat and more bread and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Oh, and the warehouse is done as well. The warehouse is also finished. So we can now store an awful lot of things over there in the warehouse, which is very good indeed. But yeah, for now, I think we finish up, enjoy some lovely bread, and then come back next time and see what we get up to here in the Wandering Village. Hopefully you have enjoyed this. If you have, then please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in the Wandering Village. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. This robotic arm has salmonella on it. Okay, so we've got two things that are diseased. Be warned about tutorial robot. He's all sort of retro and adorable. I think he wants to destroy humanity. Hungry humans, come and order some food. 74% efficiency. Oh my goodness. Wow. There he is. There's a murderous robot face.